Alrighty, let's start out with the infamous leader of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, who says, "The only white man you can trust is a dead white man." Nice. Real classy, Rob. The white man is not indigenous to Africa. Africa is for Africans. Zimbabwe is for Zimbabweans. We humans, we Homo sapiens as a species, we emerged from Africa. The continent can be viewed as a motherland by all peoples. For me, people should be allowed to go and live where they please and be treated with decency, with dignity, wherever they come from. I understand many will disagree with me. Anyway, Mr. Mugabe says, "Our party must continue to strike fear in the heart of the white man, our real enemy." I see a theme developing here, a nasty one. Our party, that would be ZANU-PF. Yeah, the ruling party in Zimbabwe for the last 35 years since independence. A Leninist party, African nationalist, anti-Western. Rampant human rights abuses in Zimbabwe have been very well documented. What's going to happen when Mugabe finally kicks the bucket? He's pretty old now. My guess would be ZANU-PF will find a way to maintain its stranglehold on the people of Zimbabwe. Yeah, next dictator, Kim Jong-un, who says, "The military might of a country represents its national strength. Only when it builds up its military might in every way can it develop into a thriving country." Well, maybe Costa Rica might have something to say about that. A dictator associating strength with guns, bombs, and men in green uniforms can come as no surprise, though. "The days are gone forever when our enemies could blackmail us with nuclear bombs," says Kim Jong-un. Now, I wouldn't feel safe if I were a South Korean, or if I were living in South Korea. Would you consider visiting North Korea? Seriously. It can be done. I'm thinking it would be an experience you wouldn't forget. Yeah. Next up, Alexander Lukashenko, President of Belarus. Tough guy, who says, "If someone is a lesbian, it's a man's fault." Well, can't really argue with that, can you? Alexander also says, "My position and the state will never allow me to become a dictator, but an authoritarian style of rule is characteristic of me, and I have always admitted it. You need to control the country, and the main thing is not to ruin people's lives." Belarus has been described as Europe's last dictatorship. Terrible human rights record. Lukashenko seems like a Soviet-era or Soviet-style dictator. He comes across as a bully and a control freak, from what I've been able to glean. Yeah, there's some cult of personality thing going on here. Yeah. I hear he's an accomplished ice hockey player and a keen skier. Oh, okay then. Last country in Europe to carry out executions. Free speech, freedom of expression, forget about it. Alright, one more dictator. Can you stomach it? Bashir Al-Assad, still clinging on to power just about in Syria. He said, "No government in the world kills its people unless it's led by a crazy person." Well, thanks for that admission, you fucking maniac waste of human life. On that note, I tip my imaginary hat to the audience, and I say to you, happy trails, folks.